TikTok has admitted that it used its own app to spy on reporters as a part of an attempt to track down the journalist's sources, according to an internal email. The data was accessed by employees of ByteDance, TikTok's Chinese parent company, and was used to track the reporter's physical movements. The company's chief internal auditor, Chris Lipitak, who led the team involved in the operation, has been fired, while his China-based manager, Song Yi, has resigned. They looked at IP addresses of journalists who were using the TikTok app in an attempt to learn if they were in the same location as employees suspected of leaking confidential information. The effort, which targeted former BuzzFeed reporter Emily Baker White and Financial Times reporter Christina Criddle, among other reporters, was unsuccessful, but resulted in at least 4 members of staff based in both the US and China improperly accessing data, according to an email from ByteDance General Counsel Eric Anderson. All 4 have been fired. Company officials said that they were taking additional steps to protect user data. ByteDance chief executive Rubo Lang and the director of Song Yi said he was deeply disappointed in an internal email published by Forbes where Baker White now works. The public trust that we have spent huge efforts building is going to be significantly undermined by the misconduct of a few individuals. I believe this situation will serve as a lesson to us all. ByteDance and TikTok had initially issued categorical denials of the allegations when they first were reported. The company claimed it could not monitor U.S. users in the way the article suggested, and added that TikTok had never been used to target any members of the U.S. government, activists, public figures, or journalists. Those claims are now acknowledged to be false. The disclosure, reported earlier by the New York Times, could add pressure to TikTok is facing in Washington from lawmakers and the Biden administration over security concerns about U.S. user data. Congress is set to pass legislation this week to ban government employees from downloading or using TikTok on their government-owned devices, and more than a dozen governors have barred state employees from using TikTok on state-owned devices. The Financial Times said in a statement that spying on reporters, interfering with their work, or intimidating their sources was completely unacceptable. We'll be investigating this story more fully before deciding our formal response. BuzzFeed News spokesperson Lizzie Graham said the company was deeply disturbed by the report, saying it allowed a blatant disregard for the privacy and rights of journalists as well as TikTok users. Forbes reported on Tuesday that ByteDance had tracked multiple Forbes journalists, including some who formerly worked at BuzzFeed, as a part of a covert surveillance campaign aimed at discovering the sources of leaks. Randall Lane, the chief content officer of Forbes, called it a direct assault on the idea of a free press and its critical role in a functioning democracy. TikTok chief executive Shou Chu said the company would continue to enhance the access protocols, which have already been significantly improved and hardened since this initiative took place. Chu said that over the last 15 months, the company has been working to build TikTok's U.S. Data Security Department to ensure protected TikTok U.S. user data stays in the U.S. We are completing the migration of protected U.S. user data management to the USDS department and have systematically cutting off access points, he wrote. ByteDance also said it was restructuring the internal audit and risk control department, and the global investigations function would be split and restructured. The Committee on Foreign Investment in the U.S., a national security body, has for months sought to research a national security agreement with ByteDance to protect the data of more than 100 million U.S. TikTok users, but it appears that no deal will be reached before the year's end. Republican Senator Marco Rubio said that the incident that ByteDance was desperate to tamp down growing bipartisan concerns about how it enables Chinese Communist Party to use and potentially weaponize the data of American citizens. Every day it becomes more clear that we need to ban TikTok. Now, personally, I believe that TikTok should not be banned. I think that individuals are able to determine the risk when they download that app and use that app. I don't think it should be up to the U.S. government to tell citizens what they can and can't use. If they want to say what government employees can't use on, government time, that's fine. But there's no reason why they should ban TikTok from just the average citizen, because the average citizen, it's not going to really matter. If journalists, maybe they should stay off TikTok. I mean, they know the risk when they take it. I mean, it's been long known. It's been like for several years that TikTok, the Chinese government was tracking the location of soldiers in India and military in India, and so the military in India is not allowed to have that app downloaded onto their phones while they're serving in the military. So I think it's another time where the government is trying to overreach and say, you can't do this, you can't do that, where we have the right to do what we want.